Most magnificent, corn-fed prime beef, broiled to perfection at 1,800 degrees. Some call it a sizzle. We call it an anthem.
As the waiter approaches, you think, is this one mine or that one?
Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Like Ruth always said, life's too short to eat anywhere else.
Make a reservation online at ruthschris.com or by calling 800-544-0808. PM Show Weekend Edition on CRN Digital Talk Radio. I'm Michael Horn once again, the one and only Fred Dreyer.
I've been a Republican for over 20 years, but I really do feel in my heart that this time I'm going to go the other way around, because I look at it this way. If you know you're going to run for office and you can have $250 million, you can tweak your investments and your taxes overseas and out of this country. I look at it this way, that I'm a guy that makes $27,000 a year, and you can put your money in different places, and it looks like everything is fine. And then, especially if you know 2 years down the line that you're going to run for office, then you can tweak things here and there and not make it as transparent as what you did 8 or 9 years ago. That shows fully what have you been doing with all your money invested overseas.
Okay, that was Javier. He was a random caller in Florida, and this is what you're dealing with. This is a Republican, supposedly, who's decided, because Mitt Romney is hiding some $250 million and he's manipulating his stocks overseas, that he now has to vote for him. You know, once you start to reason this way, once you're this narrow and your brain is that small, and you can't muster any horsepower whatsoever to be able to think and get above understanding what this election is about, you're finished.
It's class warfare. It's like, hey, I want someone with that. Let me read you a quote. Some people regard private enterprise as a predatory tiger to be shot. Others look at it as a cow they can milk. Not enough people see it as a healthy horse pulling a sturdy wagon. Mm-hmm. You know who said that? Winston Churchill.
Winnie, huh?
And that's the trouble with people. They sit there and they shoot big business in the butt, and they don't realize that that's what's tanking, that's what's pulling the economy. And if they didn't have this big business, the economy would tank.
Man, oh man! You know, I thought Madonna had said that, but I was wrong.
No, it was Winston Churchill.
Winston Churchill, that's right. Yeah, she was another great English orator. I want to go to, if I can, Tommy. Let me. This is a good one. Another
caller, another talk show caller.
This is caller Dolores.
You've been listening to a few talk shows, haven't you?
Yeah, it's really hilarious. This is caller Dolores in Oregon, and she thinks the GOP is trying to take over. Give me number 4.
Everybody else has to jump through Republican hoops. They now have got it where they've got millions of people off the voting rolls because they don't have ID. And these are the people that they are trying to put into the slave market label because they want the right to work everywhere so that rich people in this country can use them. And we have to keep on track of what's going on here. They are not just trying to take over in the United States. They are doing this all over the world. And so if we sit back and especially, you know, and it's, you know, nothing but white middle-class working men, you cannot get one. They will only vote their pocketbooks, their greed, and their racism. So, you know, the rest of us have to understand that it's not about me, it's about us. We sink and fall together. And these people are all about power. And you hear them, oh, well, you envy the rich. And if you suggest that they should pay their fair share, then you are promoting class warfare. So, you know, we need to wake up. And if I have to show ID to vote just because I'm black, then Mitt Romney could show his tax return.
Jesus. Is this woman for real? Is this like the
Dolores.
turn of the century, or are we in the 21st here?
Well, again, these people vote.
I can't believe it.
These people vote. I know.
And taxes will not work unless everybody pays something. If you don't make a lot of money, you pay a lot less than the guy that makes a lot more. But everybody's got to pay. And the trouble is, there's a new stat out that says 50% of this country doesn't pay any taxes at all. They're just sitting there waiting to go on the take and getting money given to them. And I say, forget it. Tax everybody a percentage and take it from everybody.
Well, I keep saying it should be a flat tax, 15 across the board.
Take it across the board. If you make a lot of money, your 15% would be a whole hell of a lot more than my 15%.
And the $1,700 a year that Dolores makes will be taxed at 15%. You know, she's never going to have anything in life. She's been disenfranchised. She's fallen into the politics.
She's gone.
She's fallen into the politic of skin color. She can't think. She can't listen. She can't see anything. She doesn't think or ration anything. That's half of the country. Just a second. You have so many people in this country who are blatantly stupid. And that's the only word for it. That's the only word you can use for it. You don't wish to be unkind here, but the truth is that there's people who are uninformed. Why are they uninformed? Because they think politically. This poor dear Dolores, and I really honestly feel sorry for her. People like this, who cannot figure out how to get out of the sandpit. They have no idea. They have no instrumentation, no ability whatsoever. This woman, was she given a lobotomy before the phone call?
I don't know, but let me just say one other quote, if I may. The federal government must and shall quit this business of relief. Continued dependence upon relief induces a spiritual and moral disintegration fundamentally destructive to national fiber. To dole out relief in this way is to administer a narcotic, a subtle destroyer of the human spirit.
Yeah, exactly.
Who said that?
That was Madonna.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the great Democrat.
Franklin Delano.
I wonder if Dolores wants to go ahead and study that, get back a little education, and read some of that. Everybody's on the take.
Yeah. Look, once you have intellectualism driving the wagon, there's no wisdom. This culture has no wisdom. It used to be a wise country. It used to be a country that had smart people in it. And unfortunately, that is no longer the case here.
It's the PM Show Weekend Edition on CRN Digital Talk Radio. That's Fred Dreyer.